Well, Try, congratulations on winning this award today. I just want to ask you, what do you think is the importance of awards such as these? There are critics that say that, we shouldn't be having awards for women in this day and age.
I'd say very simply that those critics are wrong. I think it's absolutely essential that we have days like this to shine the light on the issues that women face in the workplace, not just the workplace but in society in general. And obviously we're talking about the resources sector, but for me this is not about a pro-women event, it's actually about equality. And it's as much about engaging men in the conversation and the authority structures to empower women so that both men and women can actually help the Queensland resources sector to be internationally competitive.
And Chai, what brings you to champion the cause of diversity in the workplace?
I've had I have a very strong mother who had to overcome enormous obstacles to achieve what she achieved in her life. I have 4 very strong sisters, and so whenever I hear their stories about how they've been discriminated against in the workplace, it makes me angry. And my mother and father always taught me to, don't just be a bystander, actually be an upstander. Make a difference and use your time wisely. So I'm very passionate about this space. I've actually had the privilege of working with people from all walks of life, Indigenous people, non-Indigenous people, all professional backgrounds. And so for me it's a real issue about equality and natural justice actually. So.
And what are the sorts of conversations you have and what are the sorts of initiatives that you've brought to the table in your company?
We think that it's really important to try to engage in the conversation across not just the corporate sector but also throughout the whole business. So we've been very fortunate at Advisian and WorleyParsons to have great corporate buy-in and support. They've funded many of our initiatives, and those initiatives include things like many lunch and learns. We've actually got one today with an Olympian who is going to talk about her experiences in becoming, from going from a small girl in a small country town to being an Olympian. We have scholarships that promote diversity and inclusion. We actually have a Women in Worley network which actually looks at encouraging women, skilling them so that they can advance through the organisation. So it's important to have the conversation, to educate and to continually make sure that diversity and inclusion is on the agenda.
And what have been the practical and visible changes that you have seen in the business as a result of your diversity programs?
Yeah, good question. I think that's the million-dollar question. Everyone sort of says, oh well, it's this nebulous type of thing, but what's the outcome? I'm really passionate about the tangible outcomes. We just had a survey done for the whole of the corporation, and in the 3 areas that the corporation and the employees thought we did really, really well, it was actually, one was diversity and inclusion. The tangible things, when I started, there were about 7, 8 men on the council for Australia East and about probably 3 women. The council now has grown. It actually consists of around about 12 women out of a council of 15. So the women are in the business are encouraged to become leaders and they're being mentored to be leaders. There's a great conversation around diversity and inclusion, and so it's no longer just a small niche, it's actually part of the business's corporate agenda as well.
And what are the benefits both to the company's culture and its bottom line?
Look, WorleyParsons and Advisian is a global company. We operate in 137 plus countries around the world, so it's helped us with our bottom line in that we are drawing on the resources of our employees, men and women, people from different nationalities and languages, to help our customers to solve their problems. We're actually empowering our employees to not just be better employees but better citizens in the community. So some of the initiatives we've got include our policies on domestic violence. So we're actually looking at making sure our domestic violence policies support women in general when they're experiencing times of challenges and difficulties, so that they're not only just good employees but they're good citizens and they're safe citizens in the broader society.
All right, I think that will do us.
Great,
Lovely.
Thank you.